Sometimes slowing down our lives and simplifying things might sound like the solution to everything. If we just do it all right, then suddenly, boom, our lives become all calm and peaceful every single day. But guess what? We are still humans. So let's be real. Even after slowing down, there's still certain things that might feel hard. And I just want to share with you what these things are for me. So firstly, it's rushing. Maybe it's because we live in a busy world. Maybe it's because I was just always very busy. I still catch myself wanting to rush every now and then, even though I really don't want to feel like this. But it might be that it's just something to keep noticing and to just work on slowly. And then over time, those moments, they might just gradually become less. Tiredness is another one. So I am currently almost 12 weeks pregnant, so this has been a huge one for me lately. And I just sometimes can't keep myself from yawning and everything just feels heavier than it should. But tiredness sometimes is not something that we can control. We can try, we can go to bed earlier, we can make sure our sleep environment is alright, but we can't control if some noise will wake us up. We can't control if we are going to suddenly struggle to fall back asleep. So I've tried to look at this from a different perspective, because it is one thing to be patient when you're well rested, and it's a completely different thing to be so when you're really tired. And I'm trying to use that situation to improve my character, to become more patient, with the grace of God, obviously. But it also does not always go that way, which brings me to the next point, which is reacting inappropriately. Whenever I would yell at my children, it would just feel like a failure to me, because I do want to slow down and be intentional and be with them and be calm, but then it just feels like the opposite from what I want to be. But the thing is, I started to see that in a different light as well. I started to see those moments as opportunities to reflect on what went wrong, to plan ahead about how to react the next time or how to avoid the situation from happening, and also to be able to apologize to my children and to ask for forgiveness. So that way, this failed moment, it suddenly becomes a big learning opportunity, both for me and for my children, because I get to role model about how to behave if you do something wrong, and I get a chance to prepare myself for the next time. And the sweetest thing happened when, shortly after I started doing it, my son came up and he asked me for forgiveness in the same way I usually ask him. So that really stayed with me. Another thing that I'm still struggling with is that I can want a calm, peaceful day, but then still fill it with too many things. So recently, I was really looking forward to having just a relaxed day with the boys, just playing nicely outside. But then I noticed the state of the fridges in the kitchen. And then I decided to clean them. Not just one, no, I did both. And it felt very productive in the moment. And it felt satisfying to just have that checked off my list. But it came at the expense of a nice day. I could have done just one. I could have just done part of it. But I'm still trying to learn what matters most in a certain moment, and to not try to do everything, because sometimes that feeling of satisfaction from doing everything, it comes at the cost of the day that I actually wanted. In the end, slowing down did not magically make my life feel easy. It made things visible though, and gave me a chance to reflect upon them. And maybe that's part of it too. So not getting it all right all the time, but just noticing and adjusting and trying to live intentionally and not perfectly. I'm really interested to hear about what slowing down felt like for you. Did it do like the magic trick for you that you expected it to do? Or did you have more realistic expectations from the start? What are your struggles with it? Feel free to share them below. I would love to hear from you.